Hey guys, welcome welcome back to my channel where the makeup and sass keeps you coming back for more. Now I know it has been quite a few weeks, I'd say, since I posted an actual makeup related video, just because I was traveling during the month of March and it was just really a busy month for me overall. And I also gave up makeup buying for Lent, and so I haven't really bought any new makeup, and I've also just been really busy. Of course I could have done things with the makeup that I actually already have, but I've just been really busy throughout the month of March, which is why I haven't had anything to post. However, today I'm coming back and ready to hit it again. We're on a roll. We're not gonna stop. I have lots of ideas planned out for you guys for the spring, for the summer. Just wait on it. But for today's video, we're gonna go right ahead and dive into a foundation review. We're gonna be reviewing the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. This is it here. I actually saw this foundation a lot last year all over YouTube, and funny enough, I don't think I ever actually saw a review on this foundation, mainly because every time I went to the store I was like, oh, I want to get that because I saw it in somebody's thumbnail, and then they never had my shade. And so recently I went to CVS and I saw this at CVS and I was like, wait a minute, these people actually have something freaking darker than beige. So I ended up picking the color Mocha. They did end up having, I think, maybe 2 or 3 shades after this one in stores, so that was really great. So I'm going to be doing a 3-day test on this foundation to see how it wears against my super oily skin. I have oils and I have pores. So we're gonna see how this foundation holds up against all of that adversity. So if you want to see how all of that ends up, then just stay tuned and keep watching. But before that happens, don't forget to click that subscribe button, because you know you want to and you will not be disappointed if you do so. So let's just jump right into this. I just blabbed way too much, so sorry about that. So to get started, my face is already washed, I've moisturized, done all my skincare routine, and I'm just gonna do one last step that I usually do that's kind of skincare before I start my makeup. Is I'm gonna use my Urban Decay B6 Vitamin Infusion Complexion Spray. I'm actually sad because this is almost done, but I really love what this does to my skin when I wear it before wearing foundation. So to prime my face, I'm going to be using my Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. My poor baby is like this much left. I'm so sad because this is so expensive, but I just love it so much. It's totally worth every single dollar. I am going to be trying out that new Tatcha primer because I have seen everyone and their mother completely loving the heck out of that primer. So I obviously have to give it a chance. So definitely will be doing a review on that as well. Now that I'm done with my primer, I'm going to go ahead and set my primer with my Patrick Star powder. I do this every single day that I wear foundation, so I want to give this foundation a fair shot, so I'm going to treat it the way I would do any other foundation look. I did get it in the shade Mocha. I'm just trying to open it. Oh. So I think this is my match. I tried to kind of color match at the store, but I think this is my match. Yeah, this is the shade Mocha, and it has this weird type of applicator on the inside. Not sure how I feel about that, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on my face. And even if it doesn't match me, I have no other option because this is the only shade that I picked up. I don't believe in buying 2 foundations just to get a shade. I'd rather just mix it with others that I already have. Why give my money all to one, friggin' place? And then to blend this out, I'm actually gonna do something I never do. I'm gonna use my beauty blender. Just because I can't really find a clean brush right now, I'm gonna use my beauty blender. Okay, so first impressions. This looks very good. I think on my skin, I will need to add a second layer because I need way more coverage than this is providing. So I definitely say that this is probably a medium coverage foundation that hopefully you can build up. but it didn't really say like what kind of coverage it was, so there's that. And I think that my skin looks really good. It's like a good matte finish. It's not like dry matte, it's a good matte. And as for the shade range, or this shade in particular, it might be a little too red for me, because I think mochas are typically a bit redder, but I really couldn't find something with a more goldy undertone, so there's that. So we're just gonna make this work. So this is what one layer of that foundation is looking like. I really can't tell you guys how many pumps it is or isn't, because it has that weird like applicator thing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dot a little bit more on my face where I think I need more coverage, which is usually my cheek area, because I have a bit of like hyperpigmentation in those areas, and a little bit on my forehead. So like my whole face. But it does feel really light and airy. I will say that it doesn't feel heavy as of yet. And I'm really hoping that all my other products really go well with this foundation. So this is the foundation with the second layer on. I do think it looks really, really nice. I won't say that my pores are super covered, but then again, the foundation did not claim to do any of that, so you know I'm not gonna fault it for that. I do think that my skin looks very good. Hopefully it still looks this good by the end of the day, because I have notoriously oily skin. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in so you can see what the foundation looks like a little bit more up close, and then I'm gonna finish my makeup, the rest of everything else, and then come back and show you the final look. So this is what my skin is looking like up close. I do think it looks very good. Now my face and my neck are a different thing, but I also think that my lighting just gives my neck a weird shade in here. But yeah, no, I like this. So we will continue. I'm gonna go put on the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so this is what the final product ends up looking like once I've highlighted and contoured and done all of that jazz. As you can tell, the foundation does match my skin pretty well now. I think that sometimes when you first apply foundation and it hasn't dried down, it can look a bit off, but I'm glad that this is matching my chest now and it doesn't look too awkward or anything like that. I am going to go to work. It is currently 12:19, as you all can see, in the afternoon, and hopefully I'll be back home by 8 o'clock so I can show you guys what my face looks like for the end of the day. And then we're gonna do this again the next day and the next day until we finally form a solid opinion on this product. So I'll see you guys tonight. All right guys, so I am back. It is currently 7:56 p.m. which means I've been wearing this foundation for at least 6 or 7 hours now, I think. So I put it around like 12. This is what my face is looking like. I am quite oily in this area right now, but like I said, I have super oily skin, so I am not too upset at this foundation right now. It still looks very good. It did not break apart or anything around my nose, which is fantabulous. So I'm going to keep giving this a go for the next 2 days to see how it wears with different primers and different powders and stuff like that. And I will, you know, keep checking back in with you guys so you can see the before and the after every day. But so far so good. Like this is really good. Like, and also I think I will note that I think it might have oxidized a little, like it got a little bit redder, but it's not like a terrible oxidation. And I think that if I were to just grab a brush and I just do this, there you go, and my face is basically like matte and just like this morning when I put it on. So I really like the way that this this looks for day 1. Hopefully day 2 and 3 go well so we can give this foundation a thumbs up, because for that price I really want this to get a thumbs up. Okay guys, so today is day 2 of our foundation review of the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. Today I applied it the exact same way that I applied it yesterday, except that today I used my Touch in Sol No Poreblem primer because I want to test this foundation out with different primers. And then for our third day of wearing this foundation, I'm going to use one more primer that I have that I like to use, just so that we can get a full gauge of how this product wears with different primers underneath it, because it's not just a foundation that's going to stop our oils. You know, the primers are also really essential to our foundation looking and lasting a long time. This is what my face is looking like today. Once again, I do think the color Mocha was a good match for me, because after I do all of my concealer and bronzing and contouring, I think that it ends up being like a pretty good shade for me. Like, that's a good shade, I think. Don't mind my neck. There's like a shadow over my neck in this room and I hate it. My neck and my body typically are the same-ish color. But yeah, I'm gonna go to work again today. I'm gonna wear this foundation and then I'm gonna come back later on today to let you guys know how it wore, what's going on, and all of that jazz. Currently it is 2:47 p.m. My phone's in charge, which is why I can't show you guys. So hopefully I'll be back home by 11 p.m. and I can show you guys what it looks like at the end of a good 7 hours. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Hey guys, so right now it's 11:12 p.m. I have been wearing this foundation since 2 o'clock, I believe. So it has been quite some time. Today I did try that different primer and it definitely shows, because I am way oilier than yesterday. So definitely, well, now we know the Hourglass definitely works better than the Touch in Sol primer than this one. But I will say that I still think that my face looks very good. Like, if I blot, then it'll be right back to normal. Like, it hasn't started breaking up or anything on my face. It's just that you could tell the oils are coming through. And the only place that foundation is kind of missing is like around my mouth, and that's because like I kind of like would scratch it or something throughout the day. Like right here, I'm missing a patch, but that's just because I touched it, not because it came off on its own. Everywhere else is perfectly fine. And just like yesterday, I'm just gonna demonstrate that I can just do this, and voila, it looks, you know, perfectly fine. I will say that this method worked a lot better yesterday. I still look a little bit oily, but it is perfectly fine. I'm gonna wear this one last day using my Becca primer so that we can see how well it lasts with that primer, and that will be able to give us our final thoughts and opinions on this foundation. So stay tuned for tomorrow, and hopefully it all works out. Hey guys, so today is officially day 3 of our foundation review. I know you're like, what, where are you? I am actually outside of my house right now. I just wanted to show you guys what the foundation looks like in the sunlight and how like natural it looks on my skin. I'm just trying to go further and like closer in. It looks very good. Is definitely a very good match. Like I said earlier, it's one of those foundations that when you first put it on, you're like, eh, but then it warms up to your skin tone and it's amazing. For highlight today, I do have the Fenty Moscow Mule on, and my contour is a bit harsh because I had terrible lighting, but we will live to see another day. I'm gonna check back in after I come home from work in natural lighting again, so you guys can see what this would look like without all the lit, you know, the lights and the glam and all of that stuff. We just want to keep it natural, you know what I mean? So I'll see you guys when I get home from work, hopefully in about like 7 hours, and then that will be our final day so we can get our final opinion on this foundation. Okay guys, so this is what my face is looking like at the end of the day. It's currently 5 p.m. I've had this on since like 10 o'clock in the morning. My nose is definitely super duper shiny right now, but I did try today with the Becca Ever Matte Poreless primer, so I'm guessing it's not that ever matte around my nose with this foundation. I would say out of the 3 primers I use, this foundation worked the best with the Hourglass one. But just to end this, all in all, I'm giving this foundation a 10 out of 10. This foundation is freaking amazing. It's freaking $5.99, and if you don't have it, you need to go get it. I know this is like super random that I'm still outside, but I just kind of wanted to show you this in like natural lighting so you could see what my face looks like and what not. As usual, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Hope you guys like my, you know, kind of out of the box approach to showing you guys if a foundation works or not for people who have super oily skin. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment down below on any other foundations that you want to see me review, or, you know, just anything you want to say. So I'll see you guys in my next one.